The reality is we will see a slowing growth in Europe, which is we know already. The US is nicely but still slow recovering it. It remains Asia as a part of the engine of growth in the global economy. And this is a very critical one for APEC as well as the leaders to continue to believing that Asia will continue to remain as the engine of growth. Of course, we have a confidence. The crisis or the economic downturn, it's happened every 10 years before. Now, we can see over the last 4 or 5 years, we have seen the crisis starting in 2007, 2008 in the US. It's entering into Europe in 2010, and now it's potentially entering into China and potentially ASEAN economy within 2013. Infrastructure is becoming a critical discussion on Indonesia year 2013, as well as from the government side and from the business side. What we do in APEC, we want to make sure that what been the issue that's slowing the investment or the expansion of infrastructure. Infrastructure is very much a long-term investment. We did that at the level of Indika Energy, for example. It takes us at least 5 years to complete one project. It is a complex structuring. We want to make sure that the private sectors, once they invest, the readiness of the project is there. That's been the biggest issue, for example, in Indonesia, the infrastructure project readiness. There are a lot of private sector money that sitting on the bank as well as on the saving. This money is basically can be utilized to be invested on the infrastructure. The problem is we want to make sure that we have a good regulation, because the infrastructure payback period at least its minimum is 10 years. The key is we want to make sure that regulation is adaptable to the investor, since they want to invest their money for a long term on the infrastructure. We believe Indonesia is a potential young population. By 2020, more than 50% of the population will be entering into productive society. The challenge that we face is Indonesia is also good in losing the momentum. So that needs to be addressed when the situation like where we are today, we're facing a current account deficit. We need to build infrastructure so we can be more efficient. So there is a hope. Indonesia is a potential country to remain a destination for investment and economic growth. Over the last 4 years, we have a fantastic growth, but it's very much driven by the export on commodities. Now, when the commodity price is adjusted to the number, and the Indonesian business start to understand that their structure is not efficient enough, it means that their economy is not growing to the efficient level. That's been the issue that need to be addressed not only by the government as well as by the business. That's absolutely the issue that we face. If we able to build the infrastructure to the level that efficient, the cost structure will be improved. We need a bigger airport. We need more efficient power plant. We need more efficient port infrastructure. We need more efficient road. That will help Indonesia economy to be more efficient, to remain as a dark horse. The biggest thing for Indika is they need to start to be more focusing over the next 2 years on the capital expenditure spending. We will see Indika will continue to remain strong on the resources asset. We want to see Indika is continue to be able to be solid in the operating skill, and we expect Indika will be able to pass the most difficult time that we were going to face over the next 2 years, and we will see Indika as Indonesia leading integrated energy company.